Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing and football selections for Saturday the 4th of November. Well, a lot of you don't like the football selections, but I'm going to give you them straight away. It'll literally take 20 seconds. So the matches you need for, it's a £6 over 2.5 goals treble, £3 over 3.5 goals treble, and £1 over 4.5 goals treble. They're all in the FA Cup, and the teams. So the matches are: the home team is Sutton. I think it's Sutton United or Sutton. The next match, the home team is Swindon Town, and the next match, the home team is Stockport County. So those matches, those three matches, it's over 2.5 goals treble, £6 treble, over 3.5 goal, £3 treble. Same teams, and £1 over 4.5 goals treble. Now, what you've all been waiting for is the horse racing selections. So I have staked £25. I have had six selections, all placed in the Lucky 63. So I've basically laser focused on just 6 races. So I'm going to get straight into it. You will, those of you that are like, I don't use the word switched on. Those of you that are aware that an each way, basically it's a 15 pence each way Lucky 63. I've had 50 pence each way singles on all of them apart from one, which I've had 55 pence each way on, which then totals up £25. I was aware that somebody would say that you can't do this, can't do that. So if you can do me a quick favour, we need a bit of luck. So give me a like if you can. Let's see if we can get this video up to 50 likes. Do your bit. I'm going to like this video the minute I've published it. So let me get into it. So, as I said, it's a 15 pence each way, Lucky 63. The first selection is Prince Imperial at 12 to 1 in the 12.55 at Ascot, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is quite a competitive race. I have chosen this one because it is race fit. It's also been running very well over long distances on the flat. I do believe the 2 courses it's run over, the distances or the track, have been either a bit too sharp of a course for it, or a bit too sharp of a distance for it. It's now 2 miles, 3.5 furlong on what could be soft or even heavy ground come race time. And Ascot is quite a stiff track. This horse travelled very well at Sedgefield for a very long time, and I think it came as the winner. It came down the near side, and I think it was literally just a little bit outpaced close home. That's why it was beaten. It's got Bradley Harris on board for what I believe is probably his dad or his granddad. And Milton Harris at this time of year does well with his hurdlers, and I think this horse could do very well tomorrow. It's a competitive race, and it's the stiffest race it's ever been in my opinion. But because it's fit, because it's over a distance that it likes, it's because it's from a shrewd trainer, I think we could definitely see at least a place. The second selection is also an interesting selection, is Verdansk at 10 to 1 in the 2 minutes past 1 at Newmarket, paying 6 places instead of 3. This must have slow ground. I think it wants a stiff 6, which it's got. It has ran over 7 furlong in the past. It's ran okay over the course before. It switched from Clive Cox to Henry Candy, which I think is a massive bonus. It was gelded before its previous run, and its previous run was on the all-weather at Kempton. I think this horse wants soft ground, so it wouldn't have been particularly keen on Kempton, in my opinion. It did a couple of times look like the winner. It was just another horse that was just literally outpaced or outsprinted towards the finish, and I think this stiff 6 on slow ground will be perfect for this horse. Is it good enough? I don't know, but I definitely think there's some talent there, and I think Henry Candy is more likely to find or unearth that talent rather than Clive Cox. So I do like the look of it. I also did like, I don't know if anybody's already chosen selections, I did also think the other 3-year-old in the race, or another 3-year-old in the race, Gemini Fire, had a cracking chance by Alice Haynes. Similar kind of profile, but I think Gemini Fire's got a better draw. I just think Verdansk's got a better chance, if I'm being honest. Third selection is a very much of a dark horse, and I think it's got a right chance. Carolus Magnus at 14 to 1 in the 10 past 2 at Newmarket, paying 5 places instead of 3. This horse wants soft ground. It's had multiple runs at Newmarket, very rarely runs a bad race. The only time it ran a relatively bad race was one of its 2 runs in the Cambridgeshire, which is a lot better race than what this is. It was, I think it was not last time, the time before. So last year when it ran in the Cambridgeshire, I believe, it came 19th of, I think, 37. I believe this time it came 9th of 37 or 9th of something. It loves soft ground. I think they've messed around with it a bit, and I think it's got an absolute cracking chance. And the Easter bits, do not take horses to Newmarket that have got absolutely no chance. So decent chance. Excuse me. Fourth selection is Molten Rock at 18 to 1 in the 247 at Newmarket, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse has only ever run once. It's ran a cracker. It beat absolutely nothing, but it looked really powerful, a really good moving individual on heavy ground, and it looked like it knew its job. But it did also look as though it would. It sprinted to the line on heavy ground, finished the race really well, and I think if there's any question marks of the fancied runners in this race, then it could push them right to the line. I think it's got every chance. It looked a big, strong. I think it's filly. Don't quote me, but I think it was a filly, or is a filly. Sorry, big, strong horse. Every time he shook the reins, the horse responded, and I was quite impressed by it. I never knew it was actually going to go for this kind of company afterwards, but it's ran once, won once, and it could be absolutely anything. The next selection is Favour at 18 to 1 in the 3:15 at Ascot, paying 4 places instead of 3. Loves soft ground, and I think it's got every chance. I think it's by the Skeltons. And the final selection is Bernardo O'Reilly at 16 to 1 in the 3:57 at Newmarket, paying 6 places instead of 4. This horse ran disappointing for us last time, but I got the draw wrong. It was drawn, I believe, in high numbers at Haydock on soft ground. It tried to tack across to the far side, used too much energy, it was just paddling. It was terrible ground at the time. It likes that kind of ground, but you can't be going from one side of the track to the other and hoping to be favoured by it. So Bernardo O'Reilly, I think it's drawn 8. Gets on really well with, or she gets on well with it, is Hayley Turner. She's ran some very good races on this horse, or ridden some, should I say. It loves soft ground, and I think it's got every chance. And I believe it's only off a mark of 8-2 tomorrow, where it's ran very well off higher marks. So those are the horse racing and football selections for Saturday. If you give me a like and a subscribe, I'm off work Monday and Tuesday, so there's a good chance there will be selections, maybe Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. We'll see. So the very best of luck. Give me a like and a subscribe, or a subscribe if you can. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.